Am I crazy? Was Clan live earlier? Yeah. I closed the stream. I closed the stream and did a new one. I thought it would be better just to do a new stream, straight up reacting. I mean, we already reacted, but yeah, I'll probably take a clip from that last one when we won to talk about it. Probably attach it to this, honestly, whenever we do the first segment. Man, guys. Yeah, you're not crazy. Let me make this bigger over here so I can see you guys. Make sure the stream is up. Whew. I'm still crying for the win. I started to tear up. Where not? Dude, I was acting such a fool. I don't even know where my hat went. I was wearing a Spurs hat. Hold on. Where'd my hat go? Found it. Yeah, I was wearing a hat. I don't know where it went. Found it though. Woo! It's kind of weird. It kind of feels kind of weird. Probably should make it tighter, but I don't want to get too hot. Yankee Clown. Sorry to all my brothers here, but you know I got pissed after Game 5 and Game 3. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. Where your cat go to? She's asleep. I see her over there. She's on her cat tree sleep. Woo! So he an REA champion? Yeah, good for him. He gets a ring regardless, right? Here, let me do 11. I think that's okay. I told y'all. Man, where'd Larry at? Usually Larry's in here. Yeah, usually Larry's in here. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Spurs in 6. Maybe Spurs in 5, but I don't want to call it yet. I'm so hype. I'm so hype right now. I don't even want to call it. Looking forward though. I don't think that the Knicks are as good as they think they are. Their numbers have been absolutely phenomenal. They've been incredible. But what they've been facing is nowhere near, not even close to what we've been facing. Their last 2 rounds, man, this might be controversial to say, but I think every single one of our rounds have been tougher than the Knicks' last 2 rounds. I think every single one of our rounds were tougher than their 2 rounds. Let me tell y'all something, okay? No. We're not going to do that. Hold on. Let me, give me a second. All right. We're not going to do that. All right, screw it. I'll just have it up. Okay. No. No, we're not going to do that. I saw someone say, thank you, Chet, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to clown Chet too, but no. I'm going to tell you the difference. I'm going to tell you the difference between the Spurs and, hold on, I got to edit this. Hold on, let me see. Where is it? I gotta bring up all of this. Let me see. I gotta find these. No, not. I should have already had this up, but it's okay. We're going to be live for a while, okay? We're going to be live for a long time. Out on chat. Knicks are really good, mind you. They just have had an early or easier road than the Spurs. We know the Knicks are good, right? I mean, we faced them in some pretty tough games. Like, we know they're good. And we know that they match up well with us. All that's true. Oh, crap. I spelt it wrong. That's why. I hate that I just don't have this stuff already pulled up. Let me see if I can go to YouTube and find it. Oh, yeah, I did find it.
What kind of impact?
Okay. Let me duplicate this.
What kind of impact?
What was the other thing?
$30 points up.
Let's see. And then it was another one.
What are some things?
All right. Hold on. And now, because I got to show y'all something. I got to show you a comparison. So I'm getting my clips up. I think I can just wait. Actually, I can just go back to YouTube. They're all on YouTube. Oh crap! No, that one was right there. Dang it. This one won't be on YouTube. Save this. Okay, and then the last one is
Mitch Johnson
mute this.
had car.
Yes, mute this. Okay. All right. Let me tell y'all why the San Antonio Spurs won. Danny Green had the OKC for favorites. People, OKC tried to make it out that they were like the underdogs or something. I don't know. Really weird gimmick. Really weird gimmick that they were trying to run to say that, oh no, we're actually the underdogs here. But everyone knows that they're not the underdogs. Everyone knows that OKC, the defending champions, and the inexperienced Spurs, that OKC should be the favorites. Everyone knows it. Okay. All right. My San Antonio Spurs, our San Antonio Spurs, going to the finals. Oh my God. In that live stream or that watch party that we did, I was crying. I started to cry. I couldn't hold it in, guys. I saw Wemby and I just started having all the memories of 2014 and 2007 and being a kid and watching them. It was just so much. Wembanyama is going to end up being the greatest of all time. Easy. But what I want to focus on, because just the aftermath of this game, obviously we're clowning Chet. Lots of people are clowning Chet. There's a lot of memes that you can say about Chet, and all of them are accurate, right? But at the same time, I think there's one thing that people are not necessarily focusing on that I want to highlight why I think the San Antonio Spurs always had an edge over the OKC Thunder. Even if the Thunder play better, even if they're more experienced, even with that championship experience, I think there's one factor that really helped take the Spurs over the edge. And I'll talk about that in a minute because it was a chess match, but it was something in particular that I thought was pretty great. All right, so before we do that, big shout out to Prize Picks. Obviously, the next game isn't up yet. It's not until Wednesday. But if you want to go through some other sports, there's MLB, WNBA, tennis, hockey, all that good stuff. So if you want to, I'm not going to do any of these because I don't know anything about anything when it comes to other sports. If football was on here, I would be good at that. But if you guys are interested, please go check it out. At the very least, go download the app, Prize Picks. And if you want to try to win yourself some money and you feel like you can do it responsibly, please go do so. Link in the description. And when you use the promo code HMA, you'll get $50 instantly on your first $5 lineup. But it's really simple. You just hit more or less on what you think a player will do for that game. You can also do it in the middle of a game if you kind of forget, like, oh crap, there's a game on right now. Those come up during the game as well. So if you guys are interested, go check it out. Link in the description. All right, so this is what I want to talk about. So let me talk about Wemby's flaws, or maybe Wemby's biggest flaw. Wembanyama does not have a go-to shot. It is very obvious. It was very apparent in this last game. Even with him, he had a decent game. But we were screaming at the top of our lungs. Me and the chat, the entire chat was saying, like, Wemby, get the ball. Wemby, be aggressive. Wemby, right? But at the end of the day, when he did get the ball, sometimes didn't really know what to do with it. I mean, they were showing him so many different pressures, sure. But at the end of the day, Wemby doesn't have that necessarily go-to move. But he had a good game. He had a decent game, especially behind the arc. Got to the free throw line enough for us to win. He had some big rebounds. I know it was only 7, but he had about 3 or 4 really solid rebounds that we needed. And also, you topple that with the fact that he had 5 personal fouls, and he was smart in the last 4 or 5 minutes of that game, making sure that he doesn't foul out. So he was great. Even when he's bad, he had a good game, right? And that's just how Wemby is. But I think the one factor, because you can look at Wemby's numbers and someone will look at Shai's numbers and say, well, it looks like Shai's teammates just let him down. But I have a controversial, I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I have a take. I think Shai let his teammates down. And what I mean by that is Wemby didn't have to be the MVP tonight. Wemby didn't have to be the best player on the court. Now, defensively he was, but he didn't necessarily have to be that. What he did need to be is the best leader. And throughout this entire series, Wembanyama has been a better leader than SGA. And SGA is a phenomenal player. I'm not taking anything away from him. I think that he's great. Obviously, you look at these numbers, you're like, yeah, his teammates really let him down here, except for Cason Wallace. He came out to play, but he had some bench guys that did well. They have a very deep bench, even without, even with a couple injuries. The San Antonio Spurs, even with their injuries, they were able to play more guys off the bench than we were, right? Like Alex Caruso got 36 minutes. We didn't get anybody off the bench that had near 30. But with that being said, I think that Wemby's just a better leader. So if I go through some examples throughout this series of SGA, I have to say I don't think that he instills confidence in his teammates the same way that Wemby does. So I'm gonna go back and forth with these two, and I'm just gonna kind of show you some examples. So this was after game 2, in which it was terribly officiated, right? I think game 3 officials were better. Game 2 was really bad. I think was game 3. Yeah, game 2 was Tony Brothers too, wasn't it? Anyways, but after Hardenstein really messed up Wemby, made it really difficult for him to score, this is what SGA had to say about Hardenstein's impact.
Impact did Isaiah have tonight?
I'm not sure if it was good, to be honest. Yeah.
Break that down for me.
Say again?
Break that down for me. Why was his impact not good?
It was all right. It was good. It was good.
What was that? So after this, he tried to go back on it and say, "Oh no, I wasn't saying no. I misunderstood the question." But when she responded again and she asked again, "Why was his impact not good?" he hesitated, and then he said, "No, it was good. It was fine. It was good." That's weird. No, it's just not being a great leader. SGA's a great player. I just feel like in this example, He wasn't being a great leader. Just throughout this series. Not saying overall or his entire career or nothing like that. I'm just saying in this series, we had the better leader. Now, you compare that to this, in which Mitch Johnson gets on to Carter Bryant, grabs him, tells him, "You're trash." I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. But he wanted him to focus because Carter Bryant had just, turned the ball over and he needed him to lock in, right? And afterwards, you can see that he was tearing up and he really felt like he let the team down. He's letting everyone down. He's letting his teammates down. And you can see Wembanyama come up to him, hug him, tell him it's going to be okay. And he's instilling that confidence in him. And what did you get? You don't need a bunch of plays out of Carter Bryant, but you got a few really great possessions in game 6 from him, defensive possessions. You got him playing tough. You got a really nice dunk out of it. You got a 3-point shot, I think, in the game prior. So he instilled confidence in him, and Carter Bryant played smarter throughout the rest of the series. Now let's jump over to Shea. Now, this wasn't that big of a deal, or at least how people reacted to it, but Shea gets the shot off on Castle. Really nice jumper, by the way. He makes it, and he says, calm the F down, right? Calm the F down. Now, people thought that he was talking to, like, the crowd, or he was just saying, "Hey, I got this. Everything's okay." Actually, what was happening on this play was McCain was wide open. He was asking for the ball, and then SGA, after shooting it, said, "Calm the F down." And you can kind of even see the disdain that he has. Like, I mean, maybe this one is nitpicky, but it's just certain things I noticed throughout the series. So, like, this was played off as like a, cool moment, cool SGA moment or whatever. And I just saw it as, dude, you're kind of embarrassing your teammate, like, on live television right now. But yeah, so there's an example. So we go to that example. Now let's jump over to Wembanyama. So if you guys recall this was game 5 in which the Spurs are getting belt to booty, okay? They looked really bad. The referees were horrible. We had Tony Brothers again, and we were just falling apart. We were down by 20, making mental mistakes left and right. And Wembanyama sat here, and I saw someone that actually posted some of what they were saying, because you can't grab everything. But the overall message was, you guys don't need me. The overall message was, you guys are good enough without me. You can go out there and ball. You can do your thing. You don't need me, right? And after this play, the Spurs came back, and we were down by 10. And then obviously, we know what happened. The refs started, refereeing. But my point is, he instilled confidence in him. And in this game, we talked about it. The one thing that I got out of this game, because it was a lot of negatives, we were very irritated, and we're like, oh my God, we're going to have to take this to 7. The great thing about this game is Julian Champagnie started to get going, and Keldon Johnson started to get going. And Lord have mercy, we needed them, obviously, in this last game. But this is just another example of Wemby instilling confidence in his guys. Now, here's another SGA clip. They ask SGA, how can you get Chet more involved? Because we know that Chet was struggling. He wasn't having the best time. We all know that, I don't mean to be mean, but these TikTokers, they love to be on social media. So Chet is seeing every single thing that's said about him, and it's affecting him. He's not built like Wemby. We all know that. He doesn't even play this same style of basketball as Wemby. But the question is, how can you get him more involved? And this was how he responded.
Do you think you can do to help get Chet a little bit more involved offensively?
Yeah. I mean, Chet's an easy target to find, so probably just like find him more in the dunker or when he's spacing. Just put him in better positions to use his strengths as an offensive talent.
What are some things?
Guys, that's not just nonchalantness. That's not having your bros back at all. Bros looking for an answer. That's just not having his back. That's not having his back. Every single time you hear Wemby talk about his teammates, even if, and I can go back to his rookie year, even when guys are playing horrible, even when guys aren't the best, he is so complimentary of them. Even when Sohan wasn't getting any minutes, he would go up there and talk about how impactful he is, how great of a teammate he is, how he hopes that he can get more minutes. Like, he's nonstop instilling confidence. And he's been doing this since his rookie year. I can go back to Don Barlow having an interview, and he's an undrafted power forward. And Wembanyama actually was asking him questions on how the NBA works, what is he working on, trying to be a sponge. And Don Barlow talked about how he was so shocked that the great Wembanyama came up to him and actually was interested in him as a person, interested in, how to survive in the NBA. And he's like, I just got here. But that's the difference. I think that's what finally got the Spurs over the edge, because it didn't matter how good SGA played today. It mattered how confident his teammates were. It mattered how impactful the other guys were. And throughout the entire series, for him to sit up here and be like, I don't know, he was basically, no offense, but many of these games, he was basically being carried by the amount of depth on his team. I mean, we had him locked down multiple times. Either it was the free throw line or it was his teammates that really helped him. So for you to come up here and just be like, I don't know. I mean, he's an easy target. Like, that's bad. Now, here's my last example of Wembanyama being a phenomenal leader. So this wasn't necessarily caught like on the broadcast or anything, but you can see Wemby on the bench saying to Carter Bryant, I'm proud of you. You could just see the type of relationship he has with his teammates. Carter Bryant didn't play that many minutes, but he made a couple key plays. He made a dunk. He played some good defense. And this is a leader constantly instilling confidence in his guys. And when it was all said and done, and when now we got a game 7, who's going to show up? Is it going to be Vic? Is it going to be SGA? SGA showed up. Vic, he did his best. He didn't have a great game. He didn't have the best game he could have had. This definitely wasn't a game 1 performance, but he did his best. But everyone else showed up. So we can sit back and we can say like, oh, Wemby got bailed out. No. Wemby was a leader throughout this entire series. He was the better leader. He instilled confidence in his guys. I do think that we have a better starting unit, but the sheer amount of depth that team has over there at OKC is ridiculous. But Wemby was the one that came in and instilled confidence. He was the one that had everyone fighting for one another. He was the one that had he's the one who calmed it down. Because I'm starting to realize something. I love me some Steph Castle. He a little bit of a crash out. He a little bit of crash out. He need Wemby because he's a little bit of crash out. Wemby can be a crash out too, but he needs that monk energy, man. Because Steph Castle in this game, he got a little too upset, man. I was like, oh my God, please don't give Castle a tech. I mean, he was getting pretty upset. But that's my take. That's what I think was the biggest difference maker. Game to game, it was a pure chess match as far as how Thunder are going to guard Wembanyama, what they're going to do, as far as offense. And these teams knew each other by game 3. They knew each other pretty well, but it was still kind of going back and forth. And it was some amazing adjustments. But I will say this about the Thunder. When you have all that nonchalantness, I care about my brothers, but it's so performative. It starts to show on the court. But what you cannot hide is that the OKC Thunder, maybe since game 6, have come across almost desperate or nervous for what's to come. And what I mean by that is game 6, they played Jalen Williams, which I don't know why they would do that. Came out of nowhere. Jalen Williams, I don't know if you guys knew this, but he went to social media saying like, you're going to miss me when I'm gone. It's some nonsense like earlier in the series. And they play him. I think he re-injures it. He doesn't come back for game 7. So that was weird. The end of game 6, they go into a zone. Thunder did not do many zones against us at all throughout this series, at least from what I can tell. So that was a change of pace. And then you go into game 7, and you absolutely just change your starting lineup. Weird. Absolutely weird. This was not the time to do that. and they struggled. You know, that group struggled. So, but anyone that wants to come out and just say, well, you know, the OKC, he just needed more help. SGA just needed more help. SGA got beat by Wembanyama, and one of the main reasons is because Wembanyama was a better leader. Period. So that's my take on this game. The better winner won. Caruso's hard fouls were wild. Caruso does just enough to not get a flagrant. Because that pull down on Castle, in the replay, it looks like a common foul. In real time, it was very obvious what he was doing. Very obvious what he was doing. Yeah. He does just enough to not get fouled, or to not get a flagrant. Because he didn't have the follow through, but he did just enough, and then he let up. Like, he pushed him down and then let up. Clan, I knew it was going to be Spurs in 7. I didn't know that. But I do know that the Spurs were the better team when we didn't have BS. Like, you know, we were all worried about the refs, but this is what I tweeted out before this game. I think I tweeted out this morning, actually. Where is it? Wait, that's yesterday. Hold on. Did I tweet it? Or did I just send it to my friend? Oh, crap. I didn't tweet it? Maybe it didn't upload. That's weird. Hold on. Maybe I bookmarked it. Okay, this is a good tweet. So when we were really worried about the refs, this actually gave me more confidence, because you can see the Spurs in game 4 of the Blazers, game 3 of the Wolves, game 5 of the Wolves, game 6 versus Wolves. They won. And then we lost, and this is what gave me the confidence. Game 2 versus the Blazers. Game 2, that's Spurs or Wemby's concussion game, and we could have won that one. Game 2 versus OKC. We know that was officiated crazy, but sure, I'll give you that one. And then game 2, we also didn't have Fox. And then game 3, we had a beat-up Fox and a beat-up Harper, because Harper got hurt in that game. And, yeah, it was just a bad game overall from us. So, overall, I thought that it would be a fairly called game. Not having Tony Brothers was huge. And, yeah, I actually liked how the game was officiated today, overall. I didn't think it was a lot of ticky-tack fouls. Wemby got fouled a couple times on some jumpers that, you know, in the playoffs, you know, they could have went uncalled, but he was fouled. And it is a big deal if you hit the elbow of a player, even if you tap it while they're shooting, it's going to mess up the entire shot. So, yeah, I'm glad that Wemby just rose up. But SGA was great. But yeah, league is cooked. Yeah, it's kind of over, y'all. Yeah, it's kind of over. The league is kind of cooked. The San Antonio Attack on Titan parody on Twitter was fire. Can't even lie. How come AI can't get like the names right on the back of jerseys? It always messes up. That's the only thing that takes me out of it. It was cool though. Are you coming to San Antonio, Clan, for the finals? Nah. That Vassell dunk was emotional. That Vassell block on Chet Holmgren in Game 6, that's another thing. That's another reason why I think that their camaraderie, that team, is just performative. How do you allow that to happen? Like, Devin pushed them, talked trash. I mean, kudos to the refs for letting it go. But how can no one come up? No one comes up. He doesn't instill. No one instills confidence in Chet at all. Chet looking like that was crazy. You want me to believe? I don't believe this. I think if Chet played with like LeBron James, he would have had a better game today, or he at least would have played a little bit more aggressive. But he's terrified. He's terrified of what Twitter's going to say about him. Terrified of what his teammates are going to think of him. He's terrified of Wemby. Like, yeah. Yeah, Carter only played 3 minutes. I was hoping he played a little bit more, but Keldon gave us some really solid minutes by the end of it. Chet was looking like a punk. He was. And another thing, too, people love to say, like, oh, it's one-sided beef. Okay. So? Fight back. What do you mean? Oh, it's just a one-sided beef, bro. It's not that big a deal. Wemby's just beefing by himself. Well, beef back? What do you mean? Wemby's been playing Chet his entire life. He knows Chet's mannerisms. He knows how Chet is. He feels like he can just punk him. What do you mean it's just one-sided? Drake doesn't have to respond to Kendrick, bro. It's just one-sided beef. He doesn't respond. He doesn't have to respond. What are you talking about? Of course you got to respond. Of course you got to respond. Oh, Chet was about to break down his post-game interview. It was such a bad performance. I was 17 last time Spurs went in the finals. Dang, I was a freshman in college. Crazy. I think we were close to the same age. I think I was like 18 or 19. Who's going to guard Wemby? Sohan? Sohan's probably not going to play. I don't think Sohan's going to play. I don't think he hasn't been playing. Drake is actually better than Kendrick. Okay. Nicholas, I'm going to put you on a timeout. Nicholas, you about to be put on timeout, my boy. We're not doing that. 1 minute timeout. We're not doing that. You're not getting away with that. Come on now. Come on. We're not doing that. Let's be so for real. Knicks scared me more than OKC. They shouldn't scare you more than OKC. I'll say the Wolves scared me to an extent, but we played through it. The Spurs have fought through everything this season. So yeah, no, you should not be more afraid of the Knicks than the Thunder, dude. No. The Knicks series have been flukes. Not to say the Knicks are better. It was an open series. Our Eastern Conference was wide open, and they've been doing really well. I'm not taking that away from them. They took care of business versus who they're going against. But their competition is not what we were seeing over there. That chess match with San Antonio and Thunder, that masterclass of defense, they were not seeing any of that at all. It was a layup line. The Cavaliers gave up after game one. They gave up at the end of game one. And since then, I watched those series, or I got to watch a big chunk of it. There's no defense being played whatsoever from the Cavaliers. Like not even close. So the Knicks just took care of business. And then the same with the Sixers. It was just bad. It was just really bad basketball. Not even close to the amount of intensity and defense that they're going to be seeing from the Spurs. Like not even remotely close. And we're a much better team than we were last time we beat them or played them. And last time we played them, we beat them. So, yeah. Are there any press conferences up? NBA already posted them? Oh, wait, they posted the whole thing. Good God. Good God almighty. You guys want to see some reacts? Want to scroll through and see some reacts? Oh, no. 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 Guys, is this just a Twitter thing? Oh, no. I like Knicks fans. Are they just as bad? Oh, no. This is such nonsense. The Garden is Rocking says how the Knicks celebrated versus how the Spurs celebrated. One team is crying like LeBron in 2016. The other knows the job ain't finished. No. 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 Are they stupid? Oh, that actually makes me sad. I hope it's not... I don't want to beef with Knicks fans. I like Knicks fans. Oh, no way, yo. Oh, man. I didn't know they were dumb. They're not this stupid. It's probably Twitter. It's probably just a Twitter thing. There's no way that's your takeaway. What a stupid thing to say. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Anyways, I want to take a look at just some reactions around the NBA. I think that would be fun if we just took some time and interact with chat and we look at how people are responding to this win. And my algorithm is all Spurs, so when I scroll through, it's just going to be Spurs stuff. So I'm okay with that. Once again, big shout out to Prize Picks. If you guys want to make your own picks for the game or any game, any sport. Oh wait, the NBA one is up. Oh, cool. The NBA one is up. I haven't really thought about it. You know, maybe the next one we go through, I can think about it a little bit more. But yeah, if you guys want to do your own more or less when it comes to stats for particular players in the next round, please do. Check it out. You can win some money if you feel like you can do it responsibly. And obviously, there's always a risk. But go check it out. Link in the description. Use promo code HMA, and you'll receive $50 in your first $5 lineup. So go check it out. Link in the description. But yeah. No, I haven't watched the interviews yet. That'll be a different segment. Right now, I just want to go through the reactions around the league. So you'll see. All right, what did they say? This person usually has good takes, so you'll see. Wemby bawling his eyes out because he's skimped past a hobble OKC. Oh my God, never mind. These people are such crybabies. I hate that kid with a passion. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all something, man. Let me just tell you something, chat. It's okay to care about things. I know that once we hit the 2010s, it became like trendy to not care, to be nonchalant and not care about anything. It's okay to care about stuff. It's okay to cry. There's nothing wrong with that. Care, dude. There's nothing cool about that. There's nothing cool about being nonchalant. It's lame. Stop being lame. Be interesting. When you're like that, it's insecurity, bro. It's insecurity masked as coolness. No, as nonchalant, being nonchalant. No. Good God. I hate that kid with a passion because he cried because and skimped past a hobble OKC Thunder. By the way, guys, I don't know why they're trying to use this narrative now. I guess they'll be using it for the next 10 years when we beat them every year. But if you go back to this series, the San Antonio Spurs were hobbled. We went into the series without Fox for 2 games, mind you, and we split it. So we worked really hard in that game 1. We split it. Game 3, we had a hobbled Fox and a hobbled Dylan Harper. Game 4, we had a hobbled Fox and a hobbled Dylan Harper. And then game 5, once again, same thing. And game 6 and 7 were the only 2 games where I feel like they were, well, Fox wasn't 100% healthy, but both of those guys were somewhat healthy. That's it. And as far as how much talent they have and how deep they can go into their roster is way worse, or way better. I mean, worse. I didn't mean to say worse. It's way better than what the Spurs can do. Because at times, I love Carter. Carter became unplayable at times. Cornette became unplayable at times. They didn't have that issue. Okay? Guys, such crybabies. Shut up. Especially after a well-officiated game, mind you. Such crybabies. We'll take a look at this. Oh no.
Yeah, you guys, I think, what are they, 12 games against the Spurs this year. They're not going anywhere. You guys are going to be battling for years to come. What'd you learn about having to play against Wembanyama? Is there anything you learned in this series that will be helpful moving forward?
Yeah, they're a good team. Beatable team. Obviously, we beat them, but you know, we just got to do things better for a longer period of time.
Okay. Okay. We're a beatable team, apparently. Why didn't you beat us? All right, we'll look at this in a minute. All right, let's see. Yeah, you can see. Is this another New York Knicks fan? Oh, man, Twitter sucks. All right, let's see here. Oh, here's Chet.
You tend to sort of put the team first, and we have seen emotion from you at different points. But there's times where, like, Wemby is like bumping you on the way to the huddle. Like, there were times.
Oh my God, this is the people they have interviewing them? Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Oh man, the Spurs media would not do this. Who is this interviewing? Chet is hurt, dog. They would not do this. This is embarrassing. Why would they ask a question like that? I'm telling you, Clan, Knicks fans disrespectful, chanting overrated to Wemby his rookie year. Oh man. But I find Knicks fans so funny.
Times he clearly tried you. Did you feel at any point that you almost went out of your way to, like, not make it about you and him, like almost to a degree you hadn't before?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's always about us trying to win the basketball game. You know, us as a collective, the Thunder team trying to win the basketball game. You know, and that's what it's always going to be.
Oh, what a terrible question. F Wemby, F the Spurs, and F anyone who is rooting for this ish. Okay. Wait. There we go. I'm not proud of the undermanned, overmatched Thunder for hanging tough. They blew this game 7. He talked for 22 minutes. Skip Bayless is so washed.
No J-Dub. No SG. AJ, as I started calling him when he averaged 23 a game against the Lakers in that sweep. I mean, come on. J-Dub is second team all-defense, all-star a year ago. They're going to win the series easily if you have both those guys healthy, and they
easily. Okay. Yeah, he was. Dang, bro. Man, bro. Oh man, guys. Oh man, some guys are so in the new age of social media, especially, they are so afraid of being in a clip. That's crazy. I mean, it would have been a block. He wouldn't have got past them. But that is bad, bro. Not even attempting to make a move. Oh man, that's bad. Oh my God. Woo. Woo. Why is this sensitive content? Hold on. Oh, he went to say hey to Jamal Crawford. I don't know why that was sensitive content. Let's see. Nike celebrates Victor Wembanyama making the NBA Finals. Oh, that looks so cool. I ain't gonna lie, that looks cool. I gotta save that. What? That's cool. He ain't dancing today is crazy. Let's see. I love him, bro. That is a scary picture. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, this pick goes even harder now. Take things personal. That's dope. Okay, this is funny. This will always be funny. This is Chet.
You good, Chet?
Yeah, I'm good, coach.
Okay, well, I brought a little surprise for you, just to help you out in practice. You don't need to get scared or nothing, all right?
What you mean? I'm not scared of nothing or nobody.
All right, I hear you. I'm gonna move to the side, all right? Move to the side.
Bonjour.
Hey, hold on, it's just a lookalike. It's just a lookalike. Hey, you good. It's okay. You're good, all right? Just a lookalike. I'm gonna move to the side again, all right? Just calm down.
And him and the coach being a ref is crazy. That is so funny. Okay, anyway. AI is gross. I don't know. I don't like this. It's uncanny. I don't like it. It's not even good AI. What is this? What is this? You know, people can be upset. I don't really care if Thunder fans are upset. And obviously, it seems like Knicks fans are being weird. But let me go ahead and tell you this. The OKC Thunder is a team that loves to throw stones and hide their hands. They love to dish out really tough physical defense, but on the offensive end, their entire team flops. They do. Now, in the course of the last two, I'll give them this. In the last 2 games, they have not. I don't think they flopped that much. Game 5 was atrocious. It was so much flopping, it made me sick. Game 6 and Game 7 wasn't as bad, but they still attempted at times. But the thing that makes it the most frustrating with a team like this is it feels like it's taught, because a lot of guys throughout history, you know, mainly defensive players, I would say, they play great defense, but then on the offensive end, because they can't really create their own shot or do much on offense, then they would flop, right? They would flop on offense. And I hated that. I always hated that. But it's a whole nother beast when your entire team does it, and this is what they're being taught. Because the San Antonio Spurs, I can tell you, watching them all season long, they are not taught to flop. Like, it's been times, I thought in this game, Wemby flopped a couple times, where more so exaggerated contact, but the team as a whole has not flopped like that. They most of the time play through, they play through physicality. They play through it, I was thinking of a game in particular against the Pistons. I think that they were really battle tested, in which there wasn't a lot of flopping in the game. It was just pure hoops, pure nasty basketball, very physical basketball, and the Spurs showed up and showed out. So yeah, but they are taught to play through contact rather than just flop all over the place. I see. On everything, I love to punt this little dog straight into the wrong side of I-95. Shut up. The entire world watching OKC lose Game 7. All right. Is that after the game? I'm not really sure. What is wrong with this person? The league is effing finished, man. Very dark times ahead of us. The NBA lost tonight. What are you talking about? Wembanyama has single-handedly saved basketball. Real talk. I truly do mean that. The All-Star game is better. Everything is better. The competitiveness is better. It's just better. What's this? OKC Thunder lose. Hitler's dead. That's crazy. Everyone used this clip. Everyone used this after that game and said, oh, he's so angry. Oh, man. It was after game 1. Oh, he's about to unleash. Chet was aggressive for like 1 game in the series, and that was it. See the elated West champs coming through the tunnel. I'm so happy that the game doesn't start till like Wednesday, because these young guys, they need some time to celebrate and then get ready for the next one. You can, after a series like this, you can't just turn it off. You can't just turn it off, you know? De'Aaron Fox makes the finals in his first season with the Spurs. That is crazy. That is crazy. Let's see what else people saying. They said this is Chet.
I know. I ain't know that nigga was your daddy. I know that nigga was your daddy.
Oh, Wimby, that's crazy. This is what I'm talking about. This isn't even good AI. Like, do you look over your AI after you're done with it? I mean, this is just ugly. Like, what is going on here? Like, and it's too graphic. It's just gross. It's too graphic. Him holding him up would be enough. What is this? Why is his body so contorted like that? Why is his arm here? It's just gross, bro. This isn't. And it's 4,000 people like this? What is wrong with you people? I can't lie, watching OKC go home does bring a smile to my face. By the way, this guy was talking so trash about the Spurs. Thank you for the super chat. Kurt, he says, go Spurs, go. Porvita, go home. OKC, yeah. Yeah, we sent those TikTokers home. See, this guy right here, he was like, let's see. This game has already lived up to the hype. I genuinely have no idea who's going to win. It was a really good game. I think the whole world was watching, honestly. You're sick. You're a sick person if you're happy that the Thunder got eliminated. Wait, I don't want to use that one. I like that Terrence Howard one. There we go. Let's see here. Crying when you face absolutely no adversity in your entire life. This dude is a F. Okay, this person, I gotta just like mute them. Like, this is pretty bad. Why am I seeing this person? Like, that's you just hating at that point. Oh, Legend of Winning. What did he have to say?
Just so everyone is aware, the reason why that jersey is up is because what I do is I respect the champions and I put the jerseys up behind me. That's why that jersey is up. However, as soon as the champions get bounced out the playoffs, do you know what we fucking do? We tear that fucking shit down, nigga. Hey,
get it off the wall, man. Get it off the wall.
Dirty ass.
Get off the wall. We're fucking on you, man. Why does it kill you just blew it?
Oh, no. Put that shit in the trash.
Throw it in the trash. Yeah. Get him out of here.
Get that shit the fuck out of here.
Get it out.
Take it out the trash. He hooped. Take it out the trash, Lo.
Nah. It's done.
Nah, throw it in the trash.
It's done, nigga. That shit is done, nigga.
Throw it in the trash.
I love his shirt, by the way. When we talking about Coach Pop, okay, we'll go over it. Yeah, Popovich has gone through a lot. Like, talking about losing his wife and literally coming back the next game was crazy. Obviously the stroke is crazy. Yeah, for real. Oh yeah, by the way, this did happen. The 76ers are waving Julian Champagnie to sign McClung. Yeah, that did happen. Yo, shout out to Julian Champagnie, dog. Julian, you are the man. You saved us in this game. Man, you were great. And the great thing about going into this next round is you got a full, healthy team, dude. You came out of 2 series that was just horrible. So tough to go through. And now you're going against, or now you got a healthy Fox going into the next round. And obviously Dylan Harper found his stroke again. But Julian Champagnie found his. He has been, wow, the last couple games. Last 3 games, actually. Huge. And he was somebody that I was quite worried about. But me and my friend Swishio basically said, like, hey, if he get going, this is a whole new series. This is a whole different series, right? And that's what happened. Like 3 for 11 his first game, 1 for 7 the second, 2 for 8 for third, 0 for 5 in the fourth. But then since then, the last 3 games, he's been on it. And even in this terrible loss in Game 5, it felt as if he was locked in. Yeah, you love to see it. Let's see here. What's this? There's really people out there that hate on this. No. It's not that people that hate on SGA for this. SGA is a phenomenal player, and when he's not flopping or not falling to the ground, he can make really big shots. But as we talked about before, he's not as good of a leader as Wemby is. Alex Caruso asked if the Spurs feel like a problem that needs to be solved. What kind of question is it? Do not tell me it's the same guy asking it.
Does it feel like this is like
it's not
a problem that you guys will have to solve just based on their?
What kind of question is that?
Their roster.
What an embarrassing
there's
question.
nothing that needs to be solved. We could have won the game tonight, and we would have been asking them maybe the same thing. Like, I don't think there's this huge narrative of like this is a bugaboo. Like we should have played better and won the game and been in the NBA Finals. They're a good team. They're young. We're a good team. We're young. Both will probably be around for a while. So we got to get better and try to win next time.
Yeah, that's all it is. Thunder could have won this game. It's not like I'm saying like Spurs were bound to win or nothing. Champions are forever, thankfully. Yeah. Take your ring. Get out of here. It's ours now. Just look at how much help he has, bro. There is no way, guys. We are Spurs fans, okay? We are Spurs fans. We know this team front and back. And I've been transparent about this all season long. We know what's up. Julian Champagne's inconsistent. Keldon Johnson is inconsistent. Dylan Harper is a rookie, but he's been great. But he can be inconsistent because he's a rookie. Devin Vassell has always been inconsistent shooting-wise, but he's been a pillar as far as doing all the other things. Steph Castle is turnover-prone, but he is a great defender. I'll give him that. And then De'Aaron Fox, he's not even fully healthy, and he's been inconsistent throughout the season. Don't sit here and just act like, oh, he got all this help. Nah, bro. Nah, you can't play that card. The Thunder SGA has so much help. Do not play a card. And they've been together longer. And they're battle tested. And they got a championship. So no. Don't start giving other people excuses. And then just say Wemby just won because he got so much talent. And another thing too, he instills confidence in all of his guys. This was the best version of us. And Wemby's a big part of that. Dang, look at this. This was kind of easy to. The only one from this, which is crazy, is the Celtics one. I would not have called that. I would not have called Celtics beating the Sixers because I didn't know if Embiid would even be good to go. Yeah, that's the only one. I think everything else I would have chose. I might have chose the Knicks losing to the Celtics though. Spurs are back in the finals. You can't hear thunder in space. ESPN. Oh, it's a drone show. I was wondering what was going on there. So it's a drone show. That is so dope, dude. I didn't recognize. I thought that was just like edited. I did not know that was actually happening. Did you say I'm a Catholic again? I'm a Catholic again? Wait, that's real? That's what it says. This is my San Antonio. Where's the alien? Yeah, it's a drone show apparently. Drone show takes flight in San Antonio. That is dope. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, never mind. No, we're just skipping that. Chet has the killer clutch gene like Kobe. Oh my God. 2025. Wemby cares more about being a monk than a basketball player. Wemby's already crying. The Knicks didn't even have beer and champagne in the locker room. So it begins Knicks in 4. What? Oh, man. Oh. Guys, I didn't know Knicks fans were idiots. Like the Beam. Watching Fox Barnes and Coach Brown go to the NBA Finals as a Kings fan. Oh, yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. So this was real. That's crazy. Hey, look. The nuns. Where are they at?
Spurs are back, baby! Back in the finals!
Aww. This is so sweet. You must be sick if you enjoy OKC's Thunder downfall. Yeah. Chet had 4 points tonight, and they're doing that again. Go Spurs, go. Chet taking that AP back from Chet. Let's see. We are back. 1999. Been a while. Greatest hate watch of the year. What the heck? Oh. What? Earlier in the season, Jalen Williams said OKC would beat the 2017 Warriors and the 96 Bulls? No way he said that. They are so arrogant.
Any of these questions, but I'm asking them anyway. Okay. Current OKC or 2017 Warriors?
Oh, my team?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm always going to say my team.
Current OKC, 95 Bulls.
I'm going to say our team again.
Current OKC, 2019 Raptors.
Our team. Are you from there?
Yeah.
Okay. Like you didn't flinch with that.
No, agent was from Canada?
No, because that was a hell of a team. Okay.
Team. I mean, we're in those conversations now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they take the 2017 Warriors. I don't think so. I don't think they take the 2017 Warriors, nor the 96 Bulls. Obviously, but he actually didn't come across as condescending as I'm used to him. Me and bro getting ready to go down this water slide. That's funny. By the way, big leadership from Dylan Harper as well, holding Castle back. Castle was ready to crash out. I don't know if you guys noticed, but Castle was like, I think Caruso gets under his skin. I think he really hates Caruso to the point where he's getting ready to crash out all the time. I'm like, bro, be careful because these refs will give you a tech. And when Castle loses his cool, he start losing the ball. Castle reached his limit with these OKC boys. Yeah, he started crashing out. Hopefully that's not the case next season. I think with the Knicks aren't really, at least from when we played them, Knicks aren't really dirty. They just got some hawks. They got some really good defenders, but they're not dirty. But Wemby should be able to cook. We look much better the second time we went against them. That's so stupid. They're referring to the women that were at the San Antonio game. Jared McCain just legit hit that. Oh yeah, this was crazy. I don't understand how this wasn't looked at. Like, what is that? He like flipped him. By the way, Wemby letting out that hit job on the team. I think that hurt them. Not hurt them physically, but I think it hurt them mentally, the Thunder. Wemby's just tough. He's nasty. I'm getting so tired of people trying to make Wemby out to be like the golden child of the NBA. Wemby is not kind. He is not nice. He is not Duncan. He is not Ginobili and Tony. He's none of that. He's closer to Kevin Garnett, if anything. He's nasty. He's not a nice guy. He's mean. Yeah, so stop. Like, oh, he's the poster child. No, he doesn't care. He doesn't care about how you feel about it. And stuff like that, like telling them go in, hard foul, or play tough or whatever, that's something that many players have done in the past. That's something that many coaches have done in the past. Like, and the only way I'm not okay with it, like truly not okay with stuff like that, is if you're literally, it's a closeout game. You know, like Phil Jackson did it with the Lakers against the Mavericks, and I hated that so much because you're losing. You're about to lose. You're about to get kicked out. And then he had them, basically everyone just got flagrants and got kicked out of the game. It was really gross. And I think that was his last time coaching too. So I hate stuff like that. But overall, I like it. I don't understand. This mother effer cannot believe the refs are calling a fair game. Yeah, this is crazy. So it's not just, it's top down too when we talk about leadership. Their coach, man, he complains about every single call. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about. Every single call, this dude is complaining. He's crying. It's crazy. All right, that's the chat thing. We won't mess with him anymore. That's Wemby bumping in the chat. He don't care. Stop trying to make him out to be a nice guy. He's not. They're not nice. They're mean. They're all mean. They're not nice. Look. Oh, that's music. They're not nice. And by the way, this play right here, I saw Thunder fans really upset about this. Here's the thing. The game before this, Shea flopped when Julian Champagnie came up. He was waiting for Julian. It was so bad till he looked back to see if Julian was there. He wasn't because he was getting ready to flop. And then when Julian barely touched him, he flopped on the ground. They called a foul. And that was in game 5. So in this one, you can see Shea get ready. He's getting ready to do the same thing, but he's like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait. Wait, slow down. So, yeah. So it was more so like, oh, you're going to do that again? Well, we're going to make you feel it. That's tough. That's just tough basketball, bro. I guess we did get away with that. I didn't even see that live. Can't lie. This is a crazy call to miss in game 7. What time was this? I feel like the refs overall were really good. He letting them touch the Western Conference Final MVP trophy. That's dope. The Spurs have stunned the OKC. Let's see here. This was a crazy shot, wasn't it? On Shea. On Shea. What a crazy shot. What a crazy shot. At that point, I knew the Spurs were going to win. No, I didn't. I was very scared. What's this?
Damn it. Damn it. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Please stop. Thank you, dude. Jesus, bro. God damn it, dude.
They already knew. That's funny. This is disrespectful. That was nasty. Anyway, I think that's enough. I think that's enough responding or reacting to what Twitter has to say. So, obviously, Thunder fans are upset. Knicks fans being oddly disrespectful. Well, not oddly for them, I guess, but like, what are we doing? What are we talking about? But yeah. And obviously, we're happy. Good stuff. All right, so, guys, Finally, you admitted you scared, Clan. I said it during the stream that I was scared during that game. I'm not afraid of the Knicks. I was afraid during this game. Hold on. '99 finals rematch. Is that the last time the Knicks have been to the finals? 99? Wimby interview? All right. Sure. We can do that. I wonder if the Spurs have uploaded it. Because if the Spurs uploaded it, I'll just go to the Spurs. But if not, we'll go to the NBA. Okay, they haven't posted it yet. All right.
Start by congratulating San Antonio.
What is it, best for last or something? Wimby's not on this stream at all. Oh, yeah, he is. All right. All right. All right, chat. All right, chat. We'll take a look. We'll take a look at what our GOAT has to say. Sohan is a champion, Clan. Please acknowledge. Yes, Jeremy Sohan is a champion regardless of what happens. So big shout out to him. But I'm pretty sure. I'm just gonna make a wild guess that he probably would prefer the Knicks winning it than the Spurs. I'm just gonna make that assumption. I don't know. Maybe he just loves his boys over in San Antonio so much that he might not. You know. So before we take a look at what Wimby had to say, big shout out to Prize Picks. If you guys are interested in doing your own lineups, please do. Link in the description. You just use promo code HMA and you'll get $50 instantly on your first $5 lineup. So right now it looks like they took. Oh no, they're still up. Oh, it's just one popular one. But yeah, so if you guys want to do your more or less as far as what stats will look like in the first game, please do. I'm not gonna go with it yet because I really need to look back at our last showings with the Knicks before I do mine. But if you're already feeling good about it, please go check it out. And it's super simple. You just go on the website or app, and then you just do more or less on certain points, rebounds, assists, anything that you feel pretty good about. So if you can do it responsibly and you have the means to do so, go check it out. Link in the description. Prize Picks. All right. So big shout out to them for sponsoring. All right. Let's see what Wimby has to say.
Victor, you're going to the NBA Finals, and we, saw your reaction after the final horn. Could you just sort of put into?
By the way, the media owe him an apology, bro. They spent all that time getting mad at him for not responding or not saying anything after a loss, saying that he's ducking the smoke, yada yada yada. And my takeaway was, I don't want to put anything on any player. As far like my rule of thumb is, I want you to react after a game, win or lose. But Wimby, he talked to media every single time. I don't really recall a loss where he didn't talk to media, nor would anyone care. I know it's the Western Conference Finals, but I just assumed that he's locking in. But I also didn't want to overly assume and stated that, hey, maybe it's something that happened. We don't know. Let's chill out. But I knew in that game he was a really great leader for the team. So, so proud of this team, man. Thanks for the super chat, Landlord from Alabama. But yeah.
Words, what you're feeling.
Nah, he ain't gonna get an apology. Love my franchise. What's up, Chandler? Chandler, you feeling good? You feeling good? All the people that come in here, it's like three chatters that are always so negative. I love to see you with some positivity, man. It's all right. It's all right to be leadership. This is what leadership looks like. This is what admiration for your teammates look like, and this is something that Shea I think is missing. Him saying right there that he's bringing his team to the NBA title. He doesn't put Wemby knows he's the man. He knows that he's the head honcho or whatever. But I think that he truly does respect every single person that's a part of the Spurs, not just the players, but the trainers, the coaches, the front office, everybody. He has mutual respect for everybody. And not too many people can have that. And I think where that came from for Wemby is when he was with the French team, he actually was in charge of so many different things, workout regimens, what they were eating. Like, I thought that was a joke, but apparently that was true, that he was in charge of a lot with that team. So he just understands what it takes, and that amount of respect that you have for your brothers is huge. This is one of the greatest leaders I've ever seen, and he's only 22.
Sur ta gauche, est-ce que tu penses à savourer la victoire de...
Dang it! No! Yes. Wait, is this the right one? 23:57. Okay. This is what was asked. French journalist Victor, are you allowing yourself to enjoy tonight's win, and are you already thinking about the Knicks? Fine question. It's impossible to not enjoy it. It's way too hard. I haven't built a large enough emotional reservoir yet. It's impossible not to enjoy a moment like this. It's overflowing. We'll have to lock back in pretty soon, but for now, it's an incredible feeling. Yes, THF, that's so true. Beating Prime SGA, by the way. Yeah. I mean, the Thunder will keep getting better, obviously, because they have great picks and, they have a great front office, so they're going to make the appropriate moves. But they are paying Chet like $50 million right now. That's not great. But also, you already beat SGA at his prime. He's not going to get better. He's a back-to-back MVP. This is his game. It's not going to get better necessarily. Like, maybe he can be quicker on some reads, but he kind of is who he is, right? Like, he might get slightly better, but it's not going to be a huge jump. Wembanyama is going to be a huge jump. Offensively. Defensively, I don't really know how much further you can go if you're Wemby defensively, but offensively, there is a huge gap between him and just being a great offensive player. As far as like getting his own shot, that is. There is a huge gap. He's not necessarily there yet. So that's what makes it so scary. Crazy. We're so lucky, bro. We're so lucky. He's so lucky, bro. The amount of love he has for the game is delusional. That's you can and I really do mean this, not to be sappy or anything, but guys like this, I feel like kids can actually learn from players like this. Like, I think that he's gonna have, not just because of how good of a player he is, but just some of the stuff he says, some of the sayings he has, I think it's just going to stick with people, right? And it's going to stick with kids. And even me being a full-grown adult, there's stuff that he says, and I'm like, dang, I'm going to kind of hold on to that. Like how he said, he refused to hold on to the burden, or he refused to carry the burden of not showing his emotions. That's a really good saying, and I've kind of kept that since he said it. I was like, dang, that's like, yeah, like what am I holding back for? Like, why? Why not? We only live here. We only live once. Why not? Who am I holding back for? But yeah, just really great stuff. So yeah, he's going to have a huge impact. He already has, but plus he's more kid friendly than a lot of the greats from the past, in my honest opinion. Yeah, for sure. Especially like, people love to talk about old school 80s basketball. Dude, Magic Johnson, bro. The stuff Magic Johnson was talking about in interviews was crazy. I'm not someone who clutches my pearls, but those interviews are crazy, bro. Is that Dylan? You don't want to do Mitch? Let's see, where's Dylan? We'll do Dylan. do Dylan. Harper. Okay. All right. Calm down. Calm down. All right. We'll do Harper. We'll do Harper. Obviously, Dylan Harper had a phenomenal game. He really showed up. He was finally healthy in the last couple games, so I think that was a big part of it. But just overall, man, he was great. He was just efficient. That's the one thing I'll say. He was very efficient. Before we take a look at that, if you guys are interested in doing your own lineups, head on over to Prize Picks. Shout out to them for sponsoring. If you guys want to check it out, please do. Go to the link in my description. You can use the promo code HMA. You'll receive $50 on your first $5 lineup. So go check it out. Link below. And it's really simple. You just do more or less as far as stats, what you think is going to happen for the game, and you're good to go. So if you can do it responsibly, if you can, if you have the means to do so, please go check it out. Yeah, man, do your thing. Do your thing. So, and it's available in a multitude of different states, including Texas. All right, let's see what our boy has to say. Let's make it bigger. Wait, what is that? Y'all, there's a new 90 Day Fiance out. Sorry, I gotta watch some 90 Day Fiance.
You always taking the mic out.
Yeah. Ugh. Please, thank you.
Wait, you guys want to see something funny? I gotta show you something. Whoa, hold on. What was that? I love this team so much, bro. God, I love this team so much. Why everyone gotta be a hater, bro? Oh my God, stop crying so much. I'll save it just so I can get to that later. Yeah, let me show you something. This is funny. I gotta find it. I know I reacted to it. I think I reacted to it. It was crazy. Screw it. I'll let you guys watch this and then I'll oops. There we go. Yeah, I'll look for it myself.
Yeah, we
You know what he's referring to? You know what he's referring to, right? This. He's referring to this. Spurs fan 17 suffers catastrophic head injury after falling from moving vehicle while celebrating NBA playoff win. That's what he's referring to, by the way. Pretty sure. So a Texas team suffered a head injury and is in critical condition after falling from a moving vehicle while celebrating a Spurs playoff win. The incident occurred in San Antonio. I just wonder how fast was the car going that... Because the car is going, because I've seen like the traffic in San Antonio where after you win, it's pretty like, it's not a bunch of people driving very fast, but yeah, it's been going pretty slow or pretty fast. Currently in the hospital, yeah. Yeah, we out here celebrating, yeah. Fell off of a truck. Yeah, you gotta be careful, man. Now, see y'all in San Antonio, y'all already heard it. You gotta hear from Julian. Good stuff. Great stuff. Guys, the time is starting to catch up on me. How many segments did we do? Was it 4? We did 4. Today is Saturday. So let's see. Let's do one more segment. And then we'll go live on, unless something else comes up, I could just make some videos. Maybe we'll go live on Tuesday night before the game, then obviously go back live on Wednesday night. You said Sunday? Oh yeah, technically it's Sunday now, isn't it? Yeah, I'm doing some stuff for myself on Monday. So yeah. I'm doing some stuff for myself on Monday, so yeah, we should do one more segment so you guys, because I don't want to go live Monday. Let's see here. All right, who we gonna listen to? I think Mitch. Yeah, I want to listen to Mitch. Yeah, it's only right. It's only right. It's only right that we listen to our coach. I desperately want to see what our coach Mitch has to say about this W. I'm sure he's going to have a very level head of all of it. And Wemby is going to continue to be the most emotional one out of the group, which I love it. I think it's good to show emotions. But before we take a look, yeah, Doc Rivers Jr., Batman is what I like to call him. So before we listen to Bruce Wayne, big shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring. If you guys want to go ahead and do your own more or less as far as stats for the next game, please go do so, man. I don't really know how I'm feeling about it yet. You know, I really need to go back and look at how we performed against them last time. I also need to just look at, you know, what the Knicks do well, what they do poorly. So I don't want to put anything in concrete right now. And I don't want to just go off of vibe. But if you guys are interested and you're feeling good about it, please go check it out. Possibly win yourself some moolah, but only if you can do it responsibly. And obviously only if you have the means to do so. There's always a risk, but if you're feeling good, why not? So go check it out. Link in the description. Use promo code HMA. And you'll get $50 instantly on your first $5 lineup. But yeah, go check it out. Link below. It's available in multiple different states as well, including Texas. All right.
Back in terms of how.
And you know another thing too that I want to bring up, and we talked about this throughout the season. I think we might have got to the 60 win mark around. Wait, no, it was before that. It was like our 60 game mark. It was around there. I don't remember. But one thing that I brought up was what made the Spurs so impressive this season is they were throwing so many different things throughout, right? Teams became more physical with us. Like we had not an easy road, but we were winning quite a few games. Teams got physical with us. We started struggling a little bit. We figured that out. They started playing Wemby a little bit differently. He's gotten stronger, so you can't just put guards on him. He figured that out. And then the burning question by the end of this thing was just like, hey, can we rely on Wemby to hit big shots, right? And, sorry, my camera just stopped for a minute. Can we rely on Wemby to hit big shots? And then he hits that huge shot against the Suns to go ahead and win it. And at that point, after that game, I just sat back and I said, every single challenge that's been thrown in front of this team, they have responded. They have been consistent, and they could end up being the best team in the West and possibly take the first seed. I actually thought that we would take the first seed, but I was shocked that the Thunder just kept winning. We got close though. And I just sat back and I was like, there's no reason to believe that this team can't do anything. And throughout the playoffs, it's been the same thing. Like this chess match, you know, this team makes this adjustment, we make an adjustment back. This team makes this adjustment, we make an adjustment back. And it got to the point where, yeah, every single thing that we've seen throughout the season was not a fluke. And I was just so impressed because there's a certain hurdle that teams have to go over or get over. And that hurdle is when they figure out your superstar or they have the best means of trying to stop him. Can you respond? And I thought that the Spurs were able to respond. They figured us out. At least they thought they figured us out. And then we were able to just get better and better. So I had no doubt that the Spurs could go far. But for this game 7, I was just petrified, mainly because of officiating. But I thought if they allowed us to play straight up, we're better.
We started the
Why are you wearing this country hat to a game in Minnesota?
This? Are you talking about this? This is 2 weeks ago. You told me to look at something that was oh wait, is it this? Oh, this.
Well, my people, it's 2 a.m. right now. We landed back in San Antonio. We lost that game 5. It's 3-2 right now. But I somehow have this ease and peace of mind that we are going to go to the final. We're going to win. And one day, actually, I was in the locker room. I woke up in the morning, I had a dream Vic won the MVP. And we're in the locker room celebrating, drinking beer. And I think as I got to the facility for practice, the first person I saw was Vic. And I told him, I said, this is strange. I somehow had a dream where you were the MVP and we were in the locker room celebrating, drinking beer. So, why am I telling you this story? Because I have this peace of mind and faith. Obviously, my faith has been everything to my life. And believe that after Saturday, we are going to be going to the final. We're going to win at home. We're going to go into OKC and win. And then we're going to go to the final and take care of our business. So, God is great. Have faith. Keep believing. Tomorrow is going to be a new day, new opportunity. The sun is going to rise. And we're going to keep living because God is great. And I'm loving my life right now, man. Yeah, man. I'm loving my life. I just want to make sure I make...
Okay, that's probably enough. Cool. I mean, he thought that along with the rest of us. Hey, shout out to him. The best thing about that video is he didn't upload it after game 5. So... That's the best part about that, is that he did not upload that after game 5. So kudos to him for waiting, because that would have been really bad. Nice. Great stuff. All right, guys, how many people do we even have in here? It's kind of hard to tell because my number is stuck on my stream, which I don't quite understand why. See what's showing up on your end. 280. Yeah, mine's is stuck at 362. It's a little confusing. I don't know why it's doing that. Anywho, all right, I'm gonna hop off. We'll be back Tuesday. Maybe if something comes up, then I might just go do that. Or I might just record before and we'll just go live Wednesday after the game. I don't want to do a watch party this time around, or maybe I do. I don't know. What am I feeling? Wednesday night. I think Thursday I'm not doing. Yeah, I might do a watch party Wednesday. I'll see how I'm feeling. I'm not gonna make any promises. But anyways. I'm going to hop off. I do appreciate all the love. Thanks everybody that's in here. Please, I know it's 200, you said 90 people in here. Please like this stream. Subscribe if you haven't. I noticed that a lot of people don't subscribe, which is not their fault. It's just that I pop up like on your recommendations all the time, so you just figure that you're subscribed. But I work hard to try to stay in that algorithm, so please do me a solid and just subscribe, and that'll help quite a bit. So, but But yeah, so what I'm about to do, I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna put on probably like a true crime pod and start working on these thumbnails. And I do want to take the clip of us winning the game from the last live stream, and I want to make that into something and probably tackle that onto the upload for tomorrow. But W stream, thanks, man. Anyways, I appreciate the love, guys. And I'll see you soon. Maybe we'll go live Tuesday night, but if not, we'll definitely be live Wednesday night, either during the game or after, or probably both. I don't know. All right, guys, we made it to the finals. I'm so happy. I'm a little tired now, but I'm so happy. But yeah, if the Spurs win the finals, we're going to have to do something like a 24-hour stream or something. We got to do something. All right. All right, clannies. Good night, girls. But yeah, subscribe.